Well, the big story is this roster looks pretty complete. I think virtually all the starters' jobs were linked in, locked down before they ever went to camp.
Hmm.
The Chargers have got the great quarterback Justin Herbert. The Chargers signed 6 free agents on defense. All of them are probably going to be starters. Defense was their Achilles last season when they wound up going 9-8 and missed the playoffs. Their number one draft pick is Zion Johnson, who has played a ton of snaps in preseason. He looks as good as a rookie right guard as Rashawn Slater looked last year as a starting left tackle when he went to the Pro Bowl. The Chargers roster really looks complete. Now, they just made a last-minute deal. After they cut to 53, they decided if they had a chance to find a veteran running back to complement Austin Eckler, they'd get one. They got one. Sonny Michel, former New England Patriot, played with the Rams a year ago, was in Miami. A very productive, multi-purpose back. Can run it tough inside, catches balls out of the backfield. Now, he's had some knee problems. He's not an every down back, but they're not signing him to be the every down back because they got Austin Eckler.
Hmm.
He's got over 3,500 all-purpose yards, catch and run, in about 4.5 years in the National Football League. He was with the Rams. He got hurt at the end. He was part-time productive. Prior to that, he played for Belichick, and he played a lot. He was a high draft pick out of the University of Georgia, but he brings a lot of experience. And outside of Austin Eckler, they got no experience. They may have athletes at running back, but they don't have a guy that's been to war before. I think this is a good insurance policy acquisition, and he'll be in the package with Austin Eckler to go with this offense. I think they're going to be a vibrant football team. Last year was 9-8, and it was kind of a disappointment because they really tailed off at the end of the season. Mm-hmm. Got a bunch of really good teams coming in here to play at SoFi Stadium. And I'm like you. I'm really mixed emotionally about this whole thing.
It's
and
hard.
I got a lot of reasons to feel the way I feel.
Right.
But I know Tom Telesco, and he's a good man and has done, I think, a good job stockpiling talent with the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
And I root for Justin Herbert. I think that's a breakout star right there. He threw for 5,000. So at the end of the day, I'll say this. You can yell at me or agree with me or sign my memo or ask me to leave. I hope Justin Herbert goes 17-0, but I hope the team owned by Dean Spanos goes 0-17. I don't know how you balance that emotionally, but that's what I feel because I side with you about what they did to everybody in San Diego, and I'm sorry, I just can't forgive them. But I do root for the Bolts because I root for that kid quarterback, and they got a lot of good guys on that team.
They do, and the season's starting, so we're going to see how all of this plays out. I mean, I saw a graphic online that showed the number of championships won by each of the teams, AFC West championships won by each of the teams. And it's almost dead even. Each of them has won 15. I think one has won 14. So it's a great division. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.